On June 6, 1816, the people of New England woke up to something that felt like a glitch in the universe. It was the height of June, yet 6 inches of snow blanketed the ground. Birds were found frozen midair, falling from the trees. Farmers watched in horror as their entire year's livelihood turned to ice in a single night. They didn't know it yet, but the sun was dying. For the next 3 months, the world would be plunged into a volcanic winter. But the truly crazy part isn't just the weather. It's that this disaster is the reason we have the world's most famous monster, and even the bicycle in your garage. Today, we're going back to 1816, the year without a summer. To understand the snow in New York, we have to look 10,000 miles away. In April 1815, a mountain called Tambora exploded. This wasn't just a volcano, it was a planetary event. Tambora's eruption was a VEI 7, the highest confirmed rating in human history. It ejected 37 cubic miles of pulverized rock into the stratosphere. The blast was so loud it was heard beyond 1,600 miles away. It killed 10,000 people instantly. But the real killing was just beginning. A massive cloud of sulfate aerosols wrapped around the Earth like a suffocating blanket. It reflected the sun's heat back into space. Global temperatures plummeted by as much as 3 degrees, 5.4 degrees. That sounds small, but on a global scale, it was an apocalypse. By the time 1816 arrived, the atmosphere was a mess. In Europe, the Napoleonic Wars had just ended, and the continent was already exhausted. Then, the crops failed. All of them. Prices for wheat and corn tripled. In the UK and France, bread or blood riots broke out as starving families looted bakeries. In Ireland, the cold rain triggered a typhus epidemic that killed over 60,000 people. In India, the climate shift was even weirder. The monsoons, the lifeblood of the region, didn't come on time. When they finally did, they brought a new mutated strain of cholera. Because people were weak and the water was stagnant, it exploded into a global pandemic that eventually reached as far as Moscow. While the world was starving, 4 wealthy tourists were on vacation in Switzerland. They were staying at the Villa Diodati near Lake Geneva. This group included the poet Lord Byron, Percy Shelley, and his 18-year-old wife-to-be, Mary Shelley. They expected a sunny retreat. Instead, they got endless, bleak, and dismal rain. They were trapped inside for weeks in a gloom so thick they had to keep candles burning at noon. To kill the boredom, Lord Byron issued a challenge. Each of us shall write a ghost story. Inspired by the apocalyptic weather and the scientific galvanism of the time, Mary Shelley had a waking nightmare. She envisioned a pale student of unhallowed arts bringing a creature to life. That gloomy volcanic summer didn't just give us Frankenstein. In that same room, John Polidori wrote The Vampire, the very first modern vampire story. Without that volcano, your favorite horror movies literally wouldn't exist. But the weirdness doesn't stop with monsters. Because there was no summer, there was no hay to feed the horses. In Germany, horses were starving and being slaughtered for food. A man named Karl Dreis needed a way to get around without a horse. He invented the Lauf machine, or running machine, 2 wheels and a seat you pushed with your feet. What's the weirdest weather you've ever seen? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more crazy facts.